Welcome to Sports Talk. I'm your host, Phil Townsend. Hey, got the crew there. There's the comedian extraordinaire, Mr. Mark Howard, and
What up?
Mr. Two Dogs Sports Talk Show himself, Mr. Jeremiah Watts, and the co-host for the evening, Mr. COO himself, Vance Bradford.
Hey
Hey,
man, I just want to say I love this chair. Thank you very
look,
much.
It
well, it
suits
looks
you.
like it's a relaxing chair. Let's get right to it for the big topic of the day. The PGA joining in partnership with Live Golf. Mark, I'll start with you. What's your impression on that?
And it's just that. The PGA live, not the other way around. They said, Uncle, y'all paying them too much money. Y'all wasn't supposed to do that. We was trying to keep the money. And y'all paying them up front. No, this is this is a long time coming for golfers to be able to go over there and get paid because they're getting paid for appearance. Like TV, you get paid for appearance. And in these tournaments and whatnot. And they found a way to get these golfers some money. It definitely helped Phil Mickelson out. And it's a good thing. Now they don't have to worry about the feuding and everybody sitting there hating on the other golf league or the other golf
All right, well,
association.
hey, you're right. That's great. Jeremiah, what do you think?
I believe that first of all, the PGA golfers are feeling betrayed because they turned down all that money being loyal to the PGA, and the PGA sit here and join the enemy behind their back.
Yeah.
The Live, they was making more money than PGA. The crowds were bigger. When you have the Live golfers, they're winning the PGA championships and the PGA tournament. So PGA was probably starting to lose money because Tiger Woods not there, and so it is what it is. And they joined them, and we supposed to see how this pan out and how it's going to work.
Vance?
Well, Phil, I'm glad my two colleagues above, talked about the players and everything. But I do want to tell you, I'm gonna use my time for my segment to put a different twist on it. But as for right now, I just wanted to say, even if you take the political side of it, where the PGA at first when it come out, how could you be going over there and joining with the Saudis and their involvement with 911 and and stuff like that. Even the Crown Prince, that's a bad boy, but he's a villain, a bad villain, man. So he taking out the Washington Post reporter. So all these little things right here, and it only tells me one thing, and I'm gonna hold that my twist on this Live and PGA because it's like it's like for once it's almost like we have black on black crime and stuff like this. Now this is really shows the face of white folks and business. So I want to put a little twist on it in my
I'm
segment because I got a segment.
Okay.
I'm,
Well, then
I'm
that
looking for.
sounds great,
Hey,
Vance.
I'm looking forward to hearing that one for real.
Yeah, because yeah, that's going to be quite interesting.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Hey, look, let's get to what's happening now, and that's the NBA Finals. The
Oh, I thought you were talking
Miami
about the
Heat
TV show.
versus the Miami Heat versus the Denver Nuggets. The series is tied, one apiece, and it shifts to Miami. So, Jeremiah, what's your thoughts on Tyler Hero? Should he play this third game?
No, I don't think there's no need to bring him in. If you're gonna win this series, whether he play or whether he don't, if you're gonna win it, ain't no sense of damaging his hand anymore. Let it go ahead and heal up completely. If it's good in game 4, let him play game 4. But right now, you done stole one in Denver, so you coming back home. There's no need to rush him. I think if it was 0-2, I think they'll probably go ahead and play him in game 3. But because it's 1-1 and you coming back home, and I don't see Denver winning these 2 games. So I set him out to at least game 4, game 5.
Okay. Hey, Mark, let me ask you this. What do you think about Coach Spoelstra's strategy to insert Kevin Love into the starting lineup?
Well, I mean, it worked for them. He gives you a size of a person that can go up against Joker. He got 6 fouls, if you need, and that frees up Adebayo from having to deal with him. And I think it made him fresher. He was able to score a little bit, so it was a good move. We'll see how long it lasts. Kevin Love is the old man now, so I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I think Denver's gonna figure him out.
Okay. Well, moving right along, you say Denver's going to figure him out. You believe, Vance? That helps me say, who do you think's going to win the series, Denver or Miami, and why?
Golly, Phil. You just got me went straight to picking who gonna win, huh?
That's what we do. We predict around here. Where you been? Didn't you used to host?
Oh man, but y'all something else, boy. That's what I'm saying. But it's all good. Phil, man, this series is like when I first started. When I first did the first game, we had to see how it go, and Denver won. Like most people thought I picked Denver. Then Miami won this second game, and it really didn't tell us nothing, man. Because it did tell us that Miami is who Miami is. Just like Dennis Green, Miami is who we think they are. So now, man, uh, it's hard to predict, man. I want to say right now, Denver. I'm gonna stay with Denver, but I gotta see. I gotta see.
Oh,
Hey
man,
man,
you
I
hey
don't
gotta
get
see.
a
man,
chance
Man,
to.
it's hard to pick, man.
hey Vance,
I picked Denver. I'm
your
saying I
your your
picked
your
Denver.
your answer's bad as mysterious as a Scooby Doo mystery, man. We
What's the mystery? I said I picked
What?
Denver.
Van said, I'm going to stay with Denver until Miami gets a lead.
Hence,
So,
hence what has always been known.
Man,
Vance picks winners after they win.
so let me ask you, Mark, who do you pick to win?
I picked Denver, and the only thing I lost about it is that I honestly was going to say it was going to be a sweep. I wouldn't have been surprised, but I think I did. I just think Denver has the better team. They would execute better. Miami's overachieving. Credit to them, they're overachieving, and Boston underachieved. I don't think Denver was going to underachieve. Although they shot bad in game two, I think they won't. I think they'll fix that and adjust that zone that
Okay, well,
Miami has.
Jeremiah, moving right along, I think I know who your pick is, but let's let the world know.
OKC is not in it, Jeremiah. Pick another.
okay. I think that I like Miami. I really do like Miami. I think that they have some scrappiness to them, which is outplaying the talent that Denver has, and they have experienced coach that's been there. They have experience in Butler that's been there, even though it was in the bubble. They have Kevin Love there, who's been experienced, and Kyle Lowry, who's experienced, and people take that experience lightly, but I think it's helping Miami to play hard and really scrap to make this series real ugly.
Okay, so with you saying that, and the way I'm hearing it and how it's going,
I'm
is
trying to figure out who do you pick.
I said
Mark.
Miami.
He picked Miami. So let me ask you this.
And at them,
Given that we've seen the adjustments that have been made, I really want to know this. And Vance, I'm going to
wait a
ask.
minute, wait a minute. Who you picked though, Phil? Give us your pick.
My pick has always been Miami since Philadelphia's been out of it.
Okay.
So the thing is Eric Spoelstra the best coach in the NBA? Vance?
Man, just thinking right off the bat, yeah, I give it to him. Yes,
Okay.
yes. I can give it to him. I can say he's the best coach. Well,
Mark?
yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, Mark, what about yourself?
I would nod sense of the experience because he's got to be one of the coaches with the longest tenure left in the league right now. Um, The guy, I'm sorry, can I say his name? But the coach in Denver is doing very good. The coach in Denver is doing very good. I think there's no clear cut best coach. Popovich is still coaching.
That don't mean
Shh, don't hate. Everybody wins with players.
exactly.
Okay. Players if they're good coaches.
And you got to
Jeremiah,
show some development. That's right. There you go.
what about you?
And develop nobody. Okay,
I,
great.
I think the longevity, like Mark said, of Eric Spoelstra, puts him up at the top because of longevity. The other coaches that
Fired.
the other coaches that are out there, they haven't had that longevity to really say they are the best coaches in the NBA. I like what LA coach did this year. I think he did good. I think Ty Lue did good, but it's still the tenure that they have does not put them up there with Spoelstra right now.
Vance, I see you're biting at the bits. You have something to say about that with Jeremiah. What is it?
Just longevity makes you the best coach.
No.
No, we're saying that's what he has more than anything else.
If you heard what I said,
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Fishing tackle head.
That's what I heard.
I said that the
Fish with that hat on, Vance.
Yeah, nobody has the longevity that he has, so it's hard to say that he's not the best. You have other good coaches, but their tenure, because they brand new doing it, you don't know.
Well, that sounds great.
Real quick, we can't leave out Steve Kerr.
And Vance, how about you letting the people know some of the good things going on? Let's take a break.
Oh, okay. Well, you tuned in to TAAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach, y'all. Don't forget, coming up, this is the third annual SA Juneteenth Block Party, y'all. It's Saturday, June 17th. So come on out to Crockett Park, okay, on June 17th for the third annual SA Juneteenth celebration.
Hey, thank you, Vance. It's time for our first segment of the night, and it's just a doggone minute with Mr. Jeremiah Watts. What you got for us, Jeremiah?
All right. First of all, before I get started, I'd like to say happy birthday to my beautiful wife, my queen, my love of my life,
Gemini
Brown Watts.
Happy birthday.
The second thing, I think something that's been overlooked, which is the Oklahoma Sooners softball team. 10 out of the last 10 years, they've won the national championship 5 out of the last 10 years. They've been very dominant. If they didn't win it, they've been right there. And they don't get the national recognition because it's women's softball. But to me, women's softball is way better than baseball. You get the excitement. They show it. There's no jealousy. The players at bat, if they hit a home run, they excited. You don't have to walk around like a stiff rug. It's there and they're pitching and they're excited. The excitement and the movement of the women's softball game, I will watch that over the men's baseball game any day, all day. I can sit and watch a whole women's softball game, where the men's game, I just get so tired and bored because it moves so slow. There's no excitement. There's no hoorah. It's just ridiculous. But to recognize the ladies Sooners, 5 out of the last 10 years, they have won the national championship. And hey, I just applaud them. They don't get enough recognition. Just like a lot of the other women's sports, they don't get enough recognition because, hey, we don't know. But I'd be doggone if we don't go, Boomer! Sooner, baby.
Jeremiah, thank you very much for that. And I must say, one thing that I think you left out is that the OU Sooner softball team. They're going for a 3-peat.
Yep. 3-peat,
All right.
baby.
So congrats to the
Maybe
Lady Sooners.
they're better than OU men baseball.
Look. Okay, look. Let me ask you this.
I said it's more exciting. It's more exciting to watch.
Well, it is exciting. Okay, let's move it along. Here's something that I want to get going. Doc Rivers. Should Doc Rivers get another head coaching job now?
Don't make me cuss, Phil.
I'm sure there's some high school jobs available. No, I'm kidding. Let me stop. That was for Jeremiah. I know he wanted to say that. Yeah, he should get another opportunity. I mean, look at what we're measuring by. We're measuring by what he's not done well in the playoffs, although he has a championship. It's not like he goes through the season and never get a team to a playoff. So there is coaching with him. But the expectations are him not blowing 3-1 leads in the playoffs, which is terrible. It really hits hard. But you gotta get there to have a chance to either succeed or fail. So yes, he'll get another shot.
Okay, Jeremiah, I see you're biting at the bits to talk about Doc. What about it?
Doc need to get a nurse.
Wow.
Because hey,
Nick Nurse be his assistant coach.
It's not looking good for him. I believe that he will get another shot because he's Doc. Like Mark said, he's won at Boston. I think he would have won back-to-back at Boston if Perkins wouldn't have got hurt that year against the LA Lakers. I do believe that. But he hasn't closed the deal. He's lost big leads, which you can say, well, he don't get on the court and play, but he the one that's coaching, and so the coach is going to take the blunt of everything. And he's lost many big leads, and just haven't got him over the hump.
What you say there, Vance?
No, man, I wish I could just pow them two up there, boy. Listen, man, listen.
Pow for what?
Let's hear this.
Y'all just said about Spoelstra and it's on just, but he need players, okay? And Doc, and you just said they could have won back-to-back championships with the Celtics. So you think all that knowledge is gone and all that strategy just leaves? Man, Doc had some.
He's had players, Vance.
Embiid is a bum. Embiid is a bum. The players said, he couldn't. He finally got the MVP because I just think they gave it to him this year because they didn't want to give it to Jokic for three in a row. But then he get Harden, bum. Then he get Harden, a bum. Okay. Then he had Ben Simmons.
Okay.
Bum.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Vance. Before you send Mark and Jeremiah in the
Doc is a hell of a coach. Doc is a good coach.
Before you send them into cardiac arrest, let me say hi to Why Not Me?
Why Not Me?
And I think we're going to end up addressing this, but let me ask you this. Since we are talking about MVPs, is Nikola Jokic, the Joker, the best player in the NBA? What do you say to that, Jeremiah?
I don't think he's necessarily the best player in the NBA. I just think right now he's don't get me wrong, he's fundamentally sound. But as far as best player, defensive wise, he's not very good at defense. His game is offensive, and if you look at offense, if you really want to get technical with it, the man throwing bowls and stuff every time he playing bully ball every time he come down and he throwing elbows and everything else. But like I said, he's fundamentally sound on offense, but defense. No, I don't think he's the best player. I just think he's the hot player right now.
Okay. Well, Mark, what's your take on that?
I'm still blown away with Vance.
You can't be blown away with Doc.
Vance, I actually complimented Doc. I said the only thing people are criticizing is because he got to the playoffs. So you totally missed that with me. I said you get another job. So I don't know why you want to slap me, but all right, never mind.
Okay,
Woo!
well, that sounds a little bit better than what Jeremiah was putting out.
I said he's gonna get another job too.
Okay.
All
Vance,
right, all right,
man,
all right,
Good.
all right.
come
Well, let
Hold
me
on,
on.
move
hold
to
on, hold on,
Vance.
hold
After
on. All
y'all
Vance,
right, let
bashed
me
him,
finish.
Vance,
man.
what's your thoughts on
Let me
that?
finish. Hold
Is
on, let
the
me finish.
Joker
I'm
the
gonna say
best
this.
After y'all
player?
bashed him, you know,
Vance,
I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm
no,
gonna say this
moving
real quick.
on.
he lost
Vance, is
a
the Joker
3-1
the best
lead himself.
player in the
Go ahead, Van.
NBA?
Go ahead, Van.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mark.
Vance, is the Joker the best
LeBron
player in
James
the
is still the best
NBA?
player in the league.
Vance, can you
Uh,
hear me?
yeah, I hear you. I hear
Okay,
you.
is the Joker the best player in the NBA?
No, he's not. Not at all. Y'all know
What?
who the the best player in the NBA.
LeBron James.
According to y'all, who?
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, okay.
LeBron.
Well, I tell you what. Let's move
LeBron.
it on to some people that are doing a sports talk show themselves. Let's take this to the undisputed. What's your thoughts, Vance? I'll start with you on Shannon. Not only just leaving undisputed, but buying his contract out.
Man, I applaud Shannon. I mean, I applaud Shannon, man. I mean, because I'm tired. And I know, cats get in a certain position, they get in a certain job, and I love it when they stand up. You know, and that's what I can say. All I can say about Shannon, because you know, uh, you know, it's kind of both ways. But I'm kind of glad he stood up and
Okay.
what was that second other part of your question?
No, that was it.
Yeah, I'm
Jeremiah,
good with
your
it.
thoughts?
Uh, did they buy him out or he bought himself out?
No, he bought it out.
Oh, he did. Well, I think
That
it's
means
only
he took less money. He took less money
yeah.
to finish the year.
I just think it was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. I think he Shannon he took as much as he could. He tried to stick it out, and Skip kept basically doing the same old thing. And you're not fenced to outshine Skip. Just like I don't think you're going to outshine Stephen A. They're the stars of the show, and so
Okay.
he moved on. And hey, I'm proud of him. He wasn't held down, and he's seen that he ain't got to have that show to be successful.
Okay. Well, what about you, Mark?
Okay,
Shannon did. Skip did
I'm
take
gonna go opposite. I'm gonna go opposite. Damn it, because y'all making me defend the white man. Um,
Somebody make you defending.
shush. Shannon can go his way because he's got so much popularity because of that show, and because of that show, it's because Stephen A. I mean, it's because Skip Bayless said, "I'm not dealing with. I'm not having anybody on here but Shannon Sharp." He didn't. He superseded Fox. If you want me, I know who I want to get. He talked Shannon into coming to that show. If y'all remember when they first started doing that show, you had the Colin Kaepernick fiasco when he got booted out of the league unfairly, racistly, and even with stuff that was what the tragedy that happened with George Floyd. Shannon Sharp was eloquently getting a chance to express himself for black folks that he did. Who do you think let him do this? Bayless did. I
Okay.
get it. But no, he was wrong on what he did. But I think that the parting was just time. It was a lot less to do with what everybody's tripping about. He was wrong with that. Talking about he jealous of Tom Brady,
Yeah.
but it ain't no hate between them.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's move it on to one of my favorite subjects, the Dallas Cowboys.
Ah,
Now, Mark,
yes, sir.
should the Dallas Cowboys pursue DeAndre Hopkins?
Um, should they? No. If it's an opportunity there, fine. But they made the decision with getting another receiver to take the top off with Brandon Cooks. Hopkins is not taking the top off the offense like that. He's a talented receiver. Would you say pound pound? He's been a more talented receiver than Hooks. I mean, Cooks, yes, but Cooks is good enough staying healthy, and Hopkins had to stay healthy a little bit. But Cooks is good enough to do what we need him to do. If we get him and add depth to the receiver core, great. But um, no, we don't need to. There's other things we can get.
Okay. How about you, Jeremiah?
Uh, I don't think so. I think we need CeeDee Lamb to develop more, and I really do think sometimes you could bring in someone that's good that can hinder the development of Lamb of a player. And I think we get Gallup is 1 year removed from an injury, so I think he's going to be a lot better this year. Cooks is going to be he's going to help out, be a lot better. So they're going to be able to move Lamb from the slot and also to the outside. I don't think so. Like Mark said, we have other players and other things that we need to pursue than trying to pay D Hop unless he's coming for like $2 million a year plus incentives.
Okay, well, look, Vance, we know you are the consummate Dallas Cowboys fan. So, what's your thought?
Well, okay, my thought is Dallas Cowboys doing what they do. They gonna be that mediocre team that Jerry Jones got his boys on the plantation. He don't want to pay no big dollar to no star of our shade, and they gonna be where they are. Are they gonna be where they are? It's
Van, Van,
there's no
Van,
dog.
Jeremiah,
There's no
Jeremiah,
dog on the team, a
Jeremiah, don't,
championship dog. There's none that can
don't,
lead them.
Jeremiah,
So
don't.
they don't want to win. They don't want to win. They want to
Okay,
do the same old.
okay,
They
all right.
finally got
Tell you
rid of
what,
Zeke,
tell
and
you
then
what,
you want to do that.
I tell you what, Vance, go ahead and come
The
out real
Cowboys
quick.
will stay mediocre where they are.
please, please,
They
please,
will. I tell
please,
you what, they won't beat Philly.
please,
They won't
Put
beat.
hands up.
please,
Put
Come
hands
out
up.
real quick.
What do I
please.
believe?
Vance,
You talking
why
about Gallup?
you
You
Vance,
talking about
Vance,
Cooks?
Vance?
They need an alpha
This,
dog, man.
this is
And
what
CeeDee Lamb is not that
Vance,
one.
Let
He's
Jeremiah
too
say what he's
pretty.
got to say real quick.
Vance. This is why you wouldn't
CeeDee
be
Lamb's too pretty.
this is why you wouldn't make a good GM. Because why are you gonna pay big bucks to D Hop as been in the as 31, 32 years old, done lost a step. You have to basically throw the ball up to him, and you're gonna pay him $18 million
Who
some
said
big
they
money.
gotta pay him that?
All right,
So
fellas,
you
I
said
can see
big
this is
money?
going to take us
No, I didn't
right
say
on
no
into
big
something.
money.
Yes, you
It's
did.
time
Okay,
for us to move this on over to
No,
you,
no. I'm
fans.
saying you won't pay the
Fans,
money. Yeah,
it's
you
time
won't.
for us
But
to move this to you for a station break.
all right, man. Okay, guys. There's a Juneteenth on June 17th. There's a Juneteenth parade coming up, y'all. So I just want to make sure you guys to check that out. June 17th is the Juneteenth parade. And you got the Vera Williams as a co-chair, Oscar Vick as the chairman, and the parade marshal is Ali Wallace. Ali Wallace, y'all. So just stay tuned, man. These festivities coming up for Juneteenth on TAAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach. We back.
Hey, okay.
Vance, you don't
Well,
make me want to
thanks,
come to
man.
that parade, man. You
It's
got to do
time
a
for
little
our
bit more
second
excitement.
favorite rant of the night with Mr. Mark Howard and Mark's rant.
All right. So I'm gonna say this real quick as I go into my other rant because this falls into the category of the person I'm talking about. But Vance has said he don't want to pay people of this color. What color was Ezekiel Elliott, who was the highest paid running back in football? The highest paid running back ever, almost pretty much. He broke off quite a few people. Des Bryant, he broke off Amari Cooper quite a bit there. So uh, as Forrest Gump would say, stupid is stupid. Vance, stop. Anyway, now speaking of, he's more than that. Scottie Pippen, aka Scottie Trippin. You know, you see us going here very vigorously debating or going back and forth about LeBron over Jordan. My favorite. It's just my view of who I see is better. LeBron James, whatever you think Jordan is, it's fine. Scottie Pippen comes out with his thing about LeBron and his criticism of Jordan. And as a basketball fan, forget who I feel is best, whatever the case may be. Scotty, we know you're just bitter and coming with just bitter stuff, man. And you need to quit, dude. Seriously. I mean, you're about as dumb as a cup of rocks, man, with this stuff. I'm gonna just be real with you. You have let people fool you. You signed a ridiculous contract with Chicago. They got mad because they didn't want to break the contract with you. You did all kind of dumb stuff, and Jordan helped carry you and make you what you were. You you married somebody that basically was using you. Take responsibility on your own dumb self. You're a great ball player, but you are an idiot. And we don't need us LeBron fans. We don't need your support for that. That's haterness. That's bitterness. So it's time to grow up, man. Get up out of that stuff, man. Uncornroll your head, look like stitches, and just all that stuff you talking about, man. Stop. Get out that bitterness, man. Ain't nobody doing no documentary on you. So you mad about Jordan? It's too late. You can't match Jordan. So grow up, dude. You older than me. That's all I got. I got to wrap it up.
All right, Mark. Thanks a lot. We appreciate it.
All right,
Again,
sir.
back to Why Not Me. Vance, glad to see you back here. Tell you what, I was going to go into
What's that noise?
another question, but because tonight we are featuring a new rant tonight, want to give him the opportunity to be himself, Mr. Vance Bradford with Vance Knows It All. Take it away.
Well, y'all, man, it's crazy that we get to talk about Jordan and LeBron, but I was silent on that. But this is what I was going to guys tell you about my rant, and I want to appreciate Philip Townsend hosting tonight, so I can jump in his segment. Phil knows it all, but this is what I know as far as the live and the PGA. Remember, I mentioned that earlier. Okay, this is my twist on this whole situation. If this situation don't tell black folks now to get their act together, because when we claim white folks is racist, we claim Trump is racist and all this mess, and they got you thinking that, looking that way. But man, I'm telling you right now, they about that money. If this don't tell you, because this was white folks against white folks, rich white boys making that money. Uh, uh, and backstabbing each other. Is it about, man. It's now the PGA is going to merge with the Live and get that money. It's about that money. And here we can't even have rights to vote. We still fighting for rights to vote. We still trying to get 40 acres and mule when they can send trillions and trillions of dollars over to what's the place over there fighting Russia? I get it, Ukraine. So if we don't start mobilizing, organizing to get the money, to get some kind of economic leverage, if that don't tell us, I'm gonna wrap it. If that don't tell us something about it, you know, these guys like Dr. Umar and them talking, telling us, and we just, we think they're crazy. They got their own agenda. Yeah, but you check out this world got the agenda, and they getting the money. They wrapping up that money for generational wealth, and we out here trying to fight for voting rights. And I'm be hearing to use our rights to vote to get something. We ain't got nothing. Man, if we could, I wish every black person tomorrow would be on the Capitol. Not rioting, nothing like that. No, but be there and demand until we get something done, man. It's crazy. All right, y'all. That's all I gotta say, man. That's my twist, man. These guys, hey, all it is, black folks, we gotta wake up. That's all. I'm out of here. I'm gonna bring it back.
Vance, is that black folks waking up about golf?
Nah, about that money. It's about that money, man. And it's about getting what we need to get. And damn golf. That's what it is. They making out with golf. They making
Okay.
they collecting the money. They go, and the the Saudi government is banking that. So we can send trillions of dollars elsewhere, and we can't take care of homeless situation. We can't veteran situation, man. Come on, man.
Well, look, we're gonna have to come back to this because it's time for us to get ready to wrap up this show. But I do
Didn't
want
know
to
it.
come back to this.
Didn't know the PGA had anything to do with that. But go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because I do
No,
want
it's
to
a
come back to
sign.
this
It's a sign of what's going on.
because I want Vance to tie this up. So
It's
this
a
is going to
sign.
be interesting next week because I want to bring this back up. And I also want to talk a little bit about John Morant's suspension and what your thoughts are going to be as to how many games he's going to get. But at this time, I want to say thanks all the viewers for watching Sports Talk with the crew, Mr. Mark Howard, Mr. Jeremiah Watts, and the co-host for this evening, Mr. Vance Bradford. That's a wrap, folks. Appreciate you coming.
Somebody better check on that dog up there. Sound like that cold to me, but.
Tell me what's the vibe.
I can tell your love is so unreal to me.